it is very useful transformation, the row count transformation, and we need to see that in which scenario we will use that row count transformation. So
Okay.
scenario is like it is a transformation which always counts the number of record fetched from the source. It can be targeted to a destination. Uh, so it is most useful when you create a log file, and that log file will capture the number of packages executed, and in the package, how many records are affected and how many records are went to the destination. So that's the log file, and particularly in which particular day the transaction happened, what is the total row count, and what is the package name, and in which package the number of records inserted to the destination. So that those kind of information can be captured by using a row count transformation. That we're going to start here. So very soon we will start with the data flow task. We have two more transformation right from the SSIS, row count, grid component, and slowly changing dimension. So I'll try to finish these three in this today's session. So from the next session, we'll start from the SSAS. So here I'll choose the OLEDB source.
Okay.
Sorry, OLEDB source, and I'll particularly create a table. Say we have this order DB, and here we have say transaction table. This is transaction table. Here you have these all informations. 1,000 records are there. All right. Now I'll consider this table as a source in the this OLEDB source. So now from this order TB, I will choose this, and I'll choose the TB transformation transaction, and here we have 1,000 records. All right.
Okay.
And in order to create a row count transformation, so we're going to fetch the data from here, and I'm not. I will take this to a destination table.
Mm-hmm.
And over here we also table which is having the same fields, okay, as compared to the source table. We are having the same fields, but the table is blank. Now I'll use the OLED destination. And source trivial transaction. Okay, so simply drag it and try to map the table. And over here we have this transaction table which is blank. Going forward to the mapping, all the columns are matching because the same script I have used for the destination table. So the data can be normally transferred to the destination, but before I
Mm-hmm.
um, you know going for a normal data transmission, I want the a variable which will capture the number of records executed or transferred. Okay, So I will create
Okay.
a variable over here. So here in this variable, this is a variable window where we can create a variables. So variable will be used to physically capture the variable value of the data, value of the number of records to store in that variable. So the variable name is record count, REC count. Okay, and the variable type is integer int 32. Okay, that's it. So I'm not declaring any initial value on this. So this variable is there. Now before I go for data transfer, I will just use a row count transformation in between, so that the information will be captured as well as. So when you double click over here in the row count, it is asking for a variable. So if you have created a variable, it will populate over here.
Yeah.
Variables are of two types: user variable and system variables. So user variables, user created variables will be populated over here. Okay.
Amit, we need to pass any data to the any value to the variable. Just we create the variable. Is that enough?
Your voice is very low. I am not able to hear you properly.
1 second, Amit. Amit, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, later. Please tell.
Okay. For row count, don't we need to set the value for a user created variable? We just need only to create the variable and give the variable to the row count transformation.
Correct.
Okay. Then how the value will be set to that?
Value will not be set to this table. This is
Okay.
only a buffer,
Okay.
this is a buffer which will extract the number of record transferred from this table to this
Mm.
table. But from this table to
Okay.
this table, the data, the as usual data which we have in the source table, that will be goes to the destination table. Number of
Okay.
those that are affected by this transfer will not be captured over here. That will be captured in another table called log table. Okay, we will
Mm-hmm.
create a separate log table schema, and with this transmission, with this data transfer, the log will be
Mm-hmm.
maintained every day.
Okay.
1,000 records, 1,000 records. There are 1,010, it will be 1,010 over here. But the same
Okay.
time, we will have in the first day, we'll have 1,000 records going to here. And it will create a log. Another insertion will happen to the log table where we will capture the sequence, serial number, the date of execution of the job, and the package name and the row count. Okay. The second day we will have 1,010 over here, 1,010, and in the log table we will have another record saying the row count is 1,010. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that is very useful for creating a log. So now I'm going to create it. I don't have any issue here to run it. So it will obviously run. So I know that I'm not going to run it because it is blank now. It is completely um, uh, there's no error, so it will work. So how to use this? How to consume? We have simply capture the variable, and the variable is going to fill with the number of record executed or retrieved. But where to capture this row count information in the log table? How to capture it? So let's see.
Okay.
For control flow, in the control flow, we have the process is data flow task. In this data flow task, we have completely all these activities is happening. They are going from this table to this table and counted over here. So this count
Okay.
information will be captured in the log table that I'm going to create now. I have to create a log table in the TWH over here. I'll create a table. A row number. This is going to be a row ID. This is going to be a identity column. Automatically the record will be completed. ID 1, 2, 3 would be created over here. Now the next would be execution date. Job execution date. So it would be date and time. In which particular day and which particular time the job was triggered. And over here we will capture which package is executed, and that information will be captured over here.
Okay.
And now at last we will have the record count. Record count or number of records. It will be integer again. So this is a table which is going to be saved as a log. TBL log. Okay.
Okay.
Now, one more thing. I want this data, date time, to automatically inserted just like we have identity. In identity, the ID will be automatically inserted if you fix this identity status field. Okay. If it is fixed with identity yes, then I don't have to explicitly insert the record over here. The record
Okay.
will be automatically implemented over here starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards. And
Okay.
like that, in the execution, we will also have.
I have a doubt here. Hello.
Tell me.
Hello. Amit, if instead of identity, if we want to insert unique identifier GUIDs, then how can we do that?
We have to record again, then we have to increment it. It's a long practice. So this is easier process to create automatically because it is a log. There is no impact. There is no need to or manually insert the thing because we are not going to get the records how many full stages. We only need to data the package name as well as row count. Okay. So this is just for reference we are maintaining it. So no need to create so complex because again in that case we have to retrieve the latest data from the row ID and again implement it and store it. So it doesn't require to do. And then
No, I'm just asking to know because in our company we don't use this identity columns. We generally go with unique identifiers. So when I want to create the project, so obviously it should be a unique identifier which they prefer. So just to know how can I use that, so I'm asking you.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case we can use conditions basically in the type column. We can write some conditions over here in this derive column also. We will check it how to write that condition and then we can every moment it will retrieve the record and make an increment and then we'll store it. Again we have to store
Sure.
it variable.
Yeah. Could
That is possible.
you tell
That is
some
possible.
examples, like not now, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, like after you check once, could you please tell me an example on that too, so I can relate to my things?
Sure. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright. Now execution date will be also automatically filled as and when this record will be executed the same time the system date and time will be inserted. So for this, how to do it? How to automatically insert a date when this insertion will happen, just like row identity. default value or binding. Here in this particular instance, we have to enter the formula, sequence statement, which will enter the default date of the system, the date and time of the system when the package is executed. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
this date is a method which will take the system date and time. So
Okay.
by default, when any insertion will happen to this table, you know, package name and row count as a parameter, this will
Mm-hmm.
automatically inserted. These two information will be automatically inserted. All right.
Okay.
So now these two will enter through the row count. Here underscore. Uh, there's no information. Now let's try to see the execute SQL task. It will feed the data to the log table every time. Yeah. So the information I need to log, I'll make a insert script.
Okay.
Here I'll not use execution date because I want it to automatically populate. I'll only insert in the package name and row count. So for this, I'll just treat this as a parameter. Question mark is used for parameter.
Okay.
So we will enter package name and row count for to the parameter. So copy this in tags and go to this execution task. Execution task and use a connection where it will be inserted. It will be inserted with the data query. So using this connection. So SQL statement, I will use this query over here. Bypass prepare will be false.
Okay.
Not this will be earlier. What is the bypass prepare? Now going forward to the next level called parameter mapping. So we have to enter these two values. So parameter package name
Mm-hmm.
and program. So I have to create the two parameters over here because we have two parameters which will be embedded in the table. So art. So the first parameter would be this is these parameters are in form of variables. This should be taken from the system as well as user defined variable. And whatever the data it is being captured in that variable, that would be inserted into the table. So first is my package name. So to retrieving the package name, we have a variable called package name, which is a system defined variable. So we have this system defined variable called package name, which will automatically return the name of the package when a package is executed.
Okay.
Okay, and this will be executed, and this is the input parameter. The data type is haircut. Okay. So because the parameter will take the name of this package, so I have to make this haircut. So in the table also we have this particular field, the haircut. Now in parameter, I have to give the sequence. I mean I don't have to write the parameter name actually. I can simply give the sequence. So whatever the sequence is in this query, the first sequence it is package name. The second sequence it is row count. So first sequence in array would be treated as 0. Second sequence in array would be treated as 1. So I just given these parameters, and the list of parameters I can consider is array. First index is 0, second is 1. And in the second, the variable name will be given, which is or this is feeded by this package. So what is the variable? Record count. It is a user defined variable that I created now. Alright. So this kind of series you can understand if there is any question over here. So there are two variable parameter we have defined. One is package name, data type is varchar, parameter sequence is 0. And this is the first parameter in the parameter array. Second is record count, which is defined long integer and 1. That's it. The row count now okay. So automatically it will take me to the table and store the table. Okay. So let us just execute this package, set the puzzle, start the package. What will happen as a result of this package running? Two tables will be created. One table is the transaction table. Here we'll have that number of records. Second table is log table. Two tables will be let's try to as well as the data flow task is executed. In the data flow task, 1000 records are inserted from this series, and in the row count value has been set to this, and this value will be executed. So let's see the output. Read again. And you have this evil transaction, which is taking the data from the source table, and you have this log, which is entered with the record that row ID is 1, execution date is this, package name is this one, and row count is 1000. Second, if you execute this once again, what will happen? Again, 1000 records, and because there is no change in the data, execution date and time is different, that is different. So when the record will be changing, and it can be Let us see the log again. Our records table, in the log table, source 1001. So this is how the log is created. Here also, here about the row count.